Welcome to the Grizzled Geek and Review for November 30th, 2018. I'm Mike.
I'm Doug.
And we're back after vacation week. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We did. We didn't have news last week, so I feel kind of out of sorts here because we missed one before that, too.
Yeah, but then you look at what we've got for news, and we're like, apparently there isn't that
Apparently
much.
there wasn't a whole lot to happen. That's right. Here we are. We're going to kick off this. We're going to do something a little bit different. At the end of this, we're going to have our, every week up until Christmas, we're going to have our little gift ideas, basically suggestions, what Grizzled Geeks want for Christmas, in case some of you may not know. So we're going to put it out there for you. All right, starting off the week here with our weekly wrap-up of nerd news. Avengers 4. Where's the trailer?
Yeah.
Everyone's been expecting this trailer. In fact, there was a huge speculation that it was going to be yesterday. It was the 1 year mark from when Infinity War trailer debuted.
Okay, yeah.
And everyone expected to come out. And on that day, so many people expected that Marvel came out and had an announcement that day saying, okay, we don't have a trailer yet, but it'll be here soon, blah, 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 this kind of thing.
Wow.
So, and you listen to some of, different people have different things. Like the Russo brothers have said that they just started visual effects on the movie. It probably won't be out till till early next year. Yeah. But Kevin Feige has said it'll be by the end of the year, right? And they've doubled down on that with that announcement yesterday. So
Feige came out yesterday after the Russos said next year. He's like nope.
It's going to be out this week.
You will have it out by the end of the year.
That's right. Yeah. Now, current speculation is now that we might get it next week. I doubt it personally, but because the Russo brothers are they're going to be on appearance on the Game Awards stream. We're streaming the Game Awards, and they're going to be on there doing an interview and stuff like that and talking. So there's a lot of speculation that they're going to reveal the trailer then. I highly doubt it, especially if they're
on the Game Awards stream
because they're popular and talking about Marvel video game. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I don't know. They're just showing up places like like they were in attendance to the Collider did a special screening of Infinity War and had the Russo brothers there for a Q&A afterwards, right? So, they said they couldn't talk about the trailer or anything about Avengers 4, but they did drop a ton of information. So as kind of a side note, during that Collider special event Q&A, they mentioned several things, like the fact that Loki is dead. Loki is in fact dead. That they're not involved in the Falcon Bucky team-up series. Okay. Even though they're the ones responsible for bringing those characters to the Marvel Universe, they're not involved. They said things like the Defenders were this close to being in Infinity Wars, but they couldn't get the schedules and everything with the TV and everything right.
Even just having something like showing like some of them dusting
exactly.
whatever would have been interesting.
Just a quick scene of Daredevil fighting somebody and the guy he's fighting turned to dust would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been
cool. Just tie it all together just to see them, But yeah, they said they were this close. That's something they really wanted to do. Also, they said that this marks the end of their run with Marvel here, this Avengers 4, unless they can talk Marvel into a Secret Wars movie, which is something they want to do. They're really pitching hard on the Secret Wars movie. Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars was what got them into comics into the Marvel Universe in the beginning, to begin with. So they're like, that is a story that they want to tell. And now that Marvel has access to all the characters they need for that story, that's something they want to tackle. I mean, it wasn't a great story in the comic-wise. Yeah. It was an excuse back in the 80s for all the heroes, villains, everybody in the team to fight each other, right? Yeah. But in the Russos' hands, I mean, come on. If they're writing the story and telling the story, directing it, I mean, I'm sure it'll be...
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it playing out about as close to what happened
in Infinity Gauntlet.
As the Civil War was what happened in the comics. Right. They were very different from each other, but
but the concept was there.
Yeah,
and that's the whole thing. The concept.
Maybe you could do something like that.
Just to see all of them on the big screen is an excuse to have them all in there.
Sure. Yeah.
And Doctor Doom is a bad guy for the entire Marvel Universe. So that would be. Anyway, yeah, I would be excited. I pre-sold my ticket if they do that. Yeah, and Galactus. Oh yeah, I'd be there. So
although you couldn't have that be the introduction of Galactus unless you replace the Beyonder with Galactus.
Yeah, true.
because otherwise that would just be way too over the top that you're like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah, they'll have to make some cuts. Like they probably won't have, because of the whole Venom thing, they probably won't have Spider-Man's alien suit.
Oh, yeah.
They probably won't have that sweet 80s, jumper suit that the Beyonder wore.
All right. Well, believe it or not, that was all one story. So, moving on to our second of two stories.
Yeah.
Sony plans to round out a great year with Spider-Man Into the SpiderVerse opening in 2 weeks.
Super excited.
Which, looked really, really, really cool. So I am pretty excited about that. Sony apparently was, after being almost on the verge of bankruptcy a year ago, they now have a movie that has beat Wonder Woman in sales. Freaking Venom has crossed the 800 million mark.
Yes. Which
beats, tops out above Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Didn't perform as well domestically as Wonder Woman, but kicked butt.
The Chinese love Venom.
Apparently, yeah. They love that idea of extraterrestrial symbiotes coming to conquer us or whatever. But all right, so they're now looking to have Spider-Man join it. It's getting super sweet early reviews.
Yeah.
It's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yeah.
Being declared the best animated superhero movie ever.
Yeah.
And, 100% Rotten Tomatoes. It could. You give strong argument there.
Yeah, and who they're comparing it to, stuff like Spider-Man 2 and Black Panther.
Yeah.
I mean, that's high praise. I can't get much higher than that for a comic book movie.
Yeah, and it's funny that we're getting this side now because it was pitched to us with the first couple of trailers as just a funny, just kind of like
goofy little
adventure, that had all of these kind of like just comedic moments that they highlighted. The action looked cool, but it was not the highlight of the trailers. The trailers were about the comedy elements. So
if you told me that
interesting.
One of the best animated movies of all time would have Peter Porker's Spectacular Spider-Ham in it, I would have totally not believe that. But
all right, so with those good reviews, Sony has greenlit a sequel, and this may be pushing things too far, a Spider-Woman movie, which, Spider-Woman, which they apparently don't understand the character, teaming up with Spider-Gwen, Silk, and Madam Web.
They're just like, who are the girls?
Yeah, well...
and
Spider-Woman isn't a spider.
No, this is Jessica Drew, right?
I'm assuming that's what they mean by Jessica Drew.
Yeah.
She's not connected to Spider-Man in that way. They don't have similar powers. She doesn't have spider powers at all.
No.
So, but whatever.
Well,
anything that's got spider, throw it at the wall and see if it sticks and gets us money.
Spider-Woman with Spider-Gwen, Silk, and Madam Web. There's how many girls are in the Spider Universe? Put them all together.
You could cut Spider-Woman out.
Yeah, and just have those Spider-Gwen and Silk would be enough for a movie.
Be fine.
Yeah.
You're shoehorning a character that doesn't fit, showing that the executives at this point are just anything with spiders
and
is going to make us money.
And a character that Marvel fans have been clamoring for.
Yeah.
In the Marvel Universe.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. But hey, man, it brought them back with a, who would have thought that they were on the verge of bankruptcy. They couldn't do Spider-Man right. They handed it over to Marvel.
Yep.
And thanks to a little leg up from them.
Oh, now it's going to friggin' ruin Spider-Man for us.
Yeah, exactly. But if we get stuff like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I'm excited about that. If they let Marvel keep Spider-Man, which probably not. But if they did, that would be the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't need Venom in the Marvel Universe. I don't need Spider-Gwen in the Marvel Universe, right?
Nope.
I need Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe, and then get good stuff like this, like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'd be happy with that. Yeah. And everybody would be happy involved. But probably they'll snake Spider-Man back and ruin it again. So, all right. Well, there was only 2 main stories today. Now on to our smaller stories, our Nerd Nuggets, our Geek Bites. And starting off the bat, we have a Marvel reunion on the set of The Mandalorian. The picture was tweeted out, which got a lot of people speculating about all kinds of crazy stuff. It had Joe and Anthony Russo, Taika Waititi, and Peyton Reed, director of Ant-Man and the Wasp, joining Jon Favreau, the man who started the Marvel Universe, cinematic Marvel Universe, on the set of his Mandalorian series. Now, it could be just the fact that they're all massive Star Wars fans and they're friends with Jon Favreau, so they get using their friendship to get in there and take a peek. Because these guys are fans. What's going on? These guys are fans too, right?
Well, and we do know that The Mandalorian is going to feature multiple directors.
That's true. That's the other speculation.
Each episode is going to have a different director.
In fact, we know Taika Waititi is directing one of the episodes.
Sure, yeah.
So maybe Peyton Reed and the Russo brothers are stepping in.
Maybe,
Come on. We already speculated. I mean, these guys aren't much older than us, right? So they grew up with this stuff, right?
Yep.
They're fans. Begin with, imagine, a chance to direct.
Sure, yeah.
Something in the Star Wars universe. Yeah. I'm sure but it's just sweet to see the picture and seeing all those guys, all the Marvel team, the minds behind Marvel, there at the Mandalorian set. So.
All right. Our next one is another head scratcher from DC. DC is developing a Blue Beetle movie. I don't know what else. It's going to be the third incarnation, Jamie Reyes.
He's cool.
The Blue Beetle, I like as a comic book character.
Yes.
He is not a comic book character who is going to translate well to the big screen. Maybe at a TV show or something like that. Imagine... Look at the Arrowverse and imagine they took Black Lightning and put him in a movie. Yeah. I think that would have the cinematic draw of Steel with Shaq. Wasn't Shaq the one?
Yeah, but it would be a better movie by far.
It would probably be. It'd be a way better movie, but it would have that kind of draw. Like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
a metal Superman? What is this? The budget Iron Man in the DC universe? What's going on here?
Yes,
that's the reaction you're going to get from Blue Beetle.
Right. Now, a Blue Beetle Booster Gold TV series, Buddy Cop series on the streaming service would be amazing.
Yeah. So I agree. Yeah. Just this idea. I'm just not.
Big budget Blue Beetle movie. All right. Well, Disney is releasing new Star Wars animated shorts on the Star Wars Kids YouTube channel. And these are small YouTube videos. I saw the trailer for them. It's going to be... It looked like they were just retelling like the original trilogy in these short snippets, right? They have the original characters. They showed scenes from Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi in animated form, right?
Okay.
They're pretty cool looking, and it's called Star Wars: Galaxy of Adventures. So, it just hit today. So, if you're today, you can actually go to the Star Wars Kids YouTube channel and watch the first episode today. So, I'm gonna get on there and check it out.
Maybe Disney is actually listening to all of the Star Wars influencers out there who have been saying, all you have to do is introduce a new generation to the originals.
Yeah.
And you'll hook them. You don't need to cater all of the new
Show them the best stuff, and then, get them things that got all of us hooked on it.
Sure, yeah. All right. So, box office tracking for December, for the big ones. Aqua-man is leading all other December movies with a estimated $65 million opening.
That's pretty crazy considering all the competition.
Yeah, although still kind of low for a superhero movie, but hey. Mary Poppins estimated $40 million.
That's
Bumblebee estimated $30 million.
That's a surprise as well too. Figured it'd be more than that, but it's all the competition. Because these are just the top three. There's tons of other movies coming out in December as well.
December is pretty well. Yeah, December is pretty packed because we've got... And
if Spider-Man's opening just a week before that, it's still probably going to be eaten in. If these reviews are to be believed, it'll solidly be eaten
into it'll be a December movie.
Right, so it's going to be eaten into that too. But.
So you've got the Into the SpiderVerse, you got the Mortal Engines, you've got Alita Battle Angel, which I don't necessarily have high hopes for it breaking in a bunch, but it certainly looks cool.
Yeah.
What else is going up against these things?
Whether there's Sherlock Holmes with the Will Ferrell.
I also want to see that.
John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell.
Oh, those two are hilarious. So, all right.
But the thing with I just got this sinking feeling that Bumblebee's a little too late, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think the big screen movie, they just did too much damage to the franchise.
Which is, the disappointing thing is you do them right and nobody's going to go see it.
Yeah.
And then they're going to say, well, see, it was a failure.
It was a failure.
No, you had already poisoned the well.
Right. Yeah, I'm loving the Gen 1 look of this movie and all the Gen 1 aesthetics and everything like that of the movie. When they finally do it right, I mean, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm assuming if it's, you know,
I mean, it looks interesting
looks
based
good,
on the previews. So
even if it's good, I mean, and especially look at the estimates, I'm just like, man, I'm thinking it's just too little, too late, man. They corrected too little, too late. But all right, Netflix finally announced the long-awaited Cowboy Bebop live-action series. This was announced years ago that they were in production on it, but now finally Netflix has come out and said, all right, it's going to be a 10-episode series. It's coming out next year, and they're bringing in the original director, Shinichiro Watanabe, on board as a consultant. So the original director of it is going to be in there. So, you know, it's rough. You look at Netflix, they're kind of hit or miss, right? You get, you know, something like Death Note, which sucked, and then they get something like Bleach that was good. Right? You know, so you're like, well, I don't know, what are they going to do with this live actions? It's always iffy converting, you know, anime to live action. So especially you ask Kirsten, she's like, don't do it, don't ever do it.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited about this. Cowboy Bebop was one of the few that I actually enjoyed, you know. So
I've not seen. So
yeah, I mean it's space cowboy bounty hunters. I mean that's before there was Firefly.
There you go.
Cowboy Bebop. So.
All right, 2000 AD Rebellion Comics just opened their own studio in the UK to develop projects like Dread, Mega City 1 series, and Duncan Jones' Rogue Trooper movie. Yeah,
Rogue Troopers is good. I mean, I like 2000 AD. Well, to be honest with you, those are the only two titles I'm really familiar with. I know there's a ton more.
Aware of the
Camelot
label.
3000. Camelot 3000.
Yeah,
okay, well, back in the day I read that, but I remember Dread and Rogue Trooper are the only two that I've actually follow. Did follow at any point.
Well, and I never followed any of them. I just read the occasional, you know, Dread here and there.
Right.
But
run a storyline. You're like, oh, read this bit. But yeah, I mean, that's good. Good for them. I mean, they're getting into the whole studio thing instead of going and, you know, coming to a different studio. They're doing their own. Yeah. And they've got a big catalog, and they're very popular in the UK, obviously. Yeah. You know, so we'll see what happens there. All right. Now on to our Grizzled Geek gift ideas. This week, we're going to focus on Dungeons & Dragons. So a lot of you geeks out there play tabletop role-playing games. Dungeons & Dragons is the main one. You know, what can you get your DM? What can you get your fellow gamers out there?
Dice.
Dice is always... Pretty much throw dice in with whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a couple things that just came out that are actually pretty cool. Like there's a core rules slipcase edition, right, which comes with the 3 core rule books plus a DM screen and a fancy little slipcase. It retails for $169.95. You know, it's pretty nice, especially you want to get that friend involved in the D&D. Like kind of talk him into it. He's kind of on the fence. You give him, you know.
That is an interesting price point, though.
Yeah.
That is more, I mean, you are paying extra for that slipcase.
You're paying extra for the slipcase. And because of the DM screen in there, too. Yeah. But still, that's only like $15.
Yeah, 15 or 20 bucks. And, I mean, so interesting.
You're paying extra for the case it goes in. And then...
I'm assuming that $50 is the price point for the books. Yeah. So, yeah, you're not getting a discount.
You're not getting a discount or anything, yeah.
So,
but, you know, you got the bundle deal there. Also, there's a bunch of cards, you know, the magic cards that came out that are really helpful in the game. If you play the game, have those spell cards out is really helpful. Now, as a game master, they got some cards to help you out, too. They have 2 sets of monster cards decks coming out. Monsters levels 0 through 5 and 6 through 16 of the decks out right now.
Okay.
The 1 0 through 5 is 177 cards. And retails for $25. Now, this is great because it's all the monster. Deal. Yeah, it's got a picture of the monster on the back, and it's got all the stats on the monster right there. And then they have the 6th through 16th. There's only 74 cards in there, but it's only $16 for that. So, I mean, again, very helpful. Especially you have to thumb through the monster manual for stats, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Having the cards ready is really helpful. And then another thing, which really won't work in our game because we make up a lot of magic items. But the magic item cards set, if you're a game master, you like to hand out magic items, it's the perfect thing. It's got the cards. In fact, you can even like shuffle. They're looking for random items, stuff like that, you know. And then it has all the stats for the magic item on there. You just hand them out.
Holy Avenger! Look at that.
Oh, I Miss Steele. Yeah, and it is a 292 card set, and it retails for $30. So That's not a bad price point, and these are really great. So we have like a high-end kind of gift for, with the 3 books, and then we got, great little, fellow players in get your Game Master a gift, right? These are perfect ideas here, under $30. Get your Game Master gift. It'll pay out in the long run, trust me.
Get them the magic item cards. Don't do the other ones.
Yeah, don't do the monsters. Yeah, use the magic item cards.
They don't need that.
Take out all the cursed ones. All right, guys. We'll be back next week with some more nerd news, plus another gift ideas, geeky gift ideas for you. Again, like I said, it was kind of a slow 2 weeks there over the holidays, but maybe next time we'll have a more news or maybe a possible reaction to a trailer.
Hopefully.
Watch out for that. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching us, supporting the channel and everything we do here. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. If you like gaming content, please check out our other channel, the Grizzled War Master. We link down below. And if you want to support the channel and things we do here, they can do so. How, Doug?
We got 3 links in our description down below. One is to our Teespring store. The other is to our Amazon affiliate link. If you want to buy any of these gift ideas, just click the link. Any shopping you do after you click the link within 24 hours, we get a slight kickback for them. That'll help support us, and you're not spending any extra. Or you can go to our Patreon page and support us there.
So thank you, guys. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.